Welcome back, MTG Joe here, and we have a fun one today. The Mirror event is available on MTG Arena. This is an event in Historic where they're rebalancing cards to test out in an event. So we get to play with a bunch of banned cards. They've been kind of modified, so stuff like 3-mana Teferi, Omnath, Winota, Agent of Treachery, Fires of Invention, Field of the Dead. So the list goes pretty on and on. So I wanted to get out a quick video and then we'll play a couple more decks afterwards. This is a Naya Winota deck. And really the only banned card we're playing here is Winota Joiner of Forces. Notably the nerf to it is the top 4 cards over the top 6 cards. But I still think it's a powerful effect in the shell. Once upon a time, maybe a card I'd consider, but instead of it being free the first time, it's 1 mana. I don't know how well it'll fit on the curve. It also makes it so we can't play Ancient Ziggurats as consistently. But the core of the deck, what we're trying to do is get a bunch of non-human creatures out, cast a Winota, attack with those non-creatures, and then get out Angrath's Marauders. Most like ideally this is the best card. It doubles the damage that our permanents would deal. And then you have stuff like Blade Historian, which gives all our stuff double strike. Kenrith can give it trample. I want to try out a Lena Selfless Champion. It enters the battlefield, makes more tokens, and then can provide a one-sided insurance in terms of indestructibility. And then just kind of piecing together the deck. Gilded Goose and Llanowar Elves are early ramp for us. It helps us get ahead. Ideally like turn 3. If you get like turn 2 Legion Warboss, getting that engine going early is really good. Makes a bunch of tokens. Danto Vanguard is a sticky threat. Bonecrusher Giant removal as well as just a powerful spell. And then some Thalias to tax the opponent. And then Fauna Shaman. This was usually a card that was played in the lists pre-bans. It lets you tutor up your Winota. So it's basically just copies 5 and 6 of Winota. We are playing Umari the Collector as our companion since we are a full creature build. So we'll give this a shot, we'll see how it goes, and we'll make changes along the way if needed. Obviously with these type of events, where's my deck? Mirror Winota. Why are you... Oh, do I have to change the format? Mirror. We have to play the nerfed Winota. That's so stupid, but sure. Let's try this out. Let's give it a shot, see how it goes. So we will play a couple decks. Obviously, this is a really fun kind of idea, seeing how you can kind of digitally change cards, errata them, if you would. The card I'm interested to see is like Fires of Invention. If it's still good, I love that card. Okay, I mean, turn 2 Legion Warboss. They're really playing mono red dudes. You can play any deck and you're playing Cavalcade. Yeah. Well, plays a little worse now because we can't go Marauder. Also getting like pure shock base mana is a little annoying. Yeah, they got the Cavalcade. So hopefully this survives. If we could hit a Winota next turn, we're pretty much off to the races. Tin Street's unblockable. Yeah. Do want to hit a Winota here. Oh, we're just dead if we don't hit Winota. Actually, we're pretty much dead anyways because I can't shock in here. Cavalcade with a very nice draw will likely take us down. Like, we have a bunch of pathways, just drawing triple shock is going to hurt you. We did 4 damage to ourselves they had the 2 unblockable guys into the cavalcade. It's funny, that deck, we built it completely free. Okay. I think we keep this hand. We have Winota. Goose can attack, it just trigger Winota. We just need to find another spell here. Worst case, we put Umari in our hand. We have an elf player. Dwindling elite. Okay, Danto's actually pretty nice here. Gives us a second creature for next turn. There's no point just getting 1 attack with Winota here. Might as well get the 2 next turn. Archdruid. We'll take the damage here. Maybe dead on the crackback. But we shall see. Two triggers here. Double strike. If we had like an Angrass Marauder, it'd be good there. So that's 6. Couple points short, so let's just see that we don't die. We'll probably have to throw Winota away this turn. If they have like a Lord. Oh, they just hardcast Craterhoof. Yeah, that's GG. Alright, so Winota's not looking too sharp right now. I think we might want... We'll give it a couple more. Best of 1 elves is very good, like we're not playing removal. Like losing to Cavalcade's a little awkward. We hit probably above average there. We'll try this out. We need to hit 2 lands, even if we hit just 1. It's quite annoying. Are we going to draw more Blade Historians than we are? Okay, so they're likely on an Oko pile. So we'd really like to see a land here. Land gets us 2 triggers off Winota. They're mutate. Okay. We just get this engine going. Mentor there. Get Marauders. Get Lena. Okay, so now we're in business. So pretty close to turn 4 kill there. And now we have a bunch of triggers. Seems kind of like an all-in. Okay. They're on Simic Mutates. So we haven't played into any of like the big decks yet. Like I was expecting more Omnath, stuff like that. That round went a little bit better. I might cut the Thalia and play something like Elvish Visionary. Just something to get some card draw. Can't cast the Danto. We have Bone Crusher. I think we keep this hand. Put Kenrith into... So like 1, 2, 3. Attack with Fauna Shaman. Put Kenrith away. So this deck also at a time was playing Agent of Treachery, but with the nerf, Agent is on a cast trigger now, not an ETB. So it doesn't get the same effect. So it's not as good there. Come on, opponent. This hand's actually interesting. I think we're going to try cutting the Thalias and playing Visionary. Opponent. Where'd you go, opponent? Hello, opponent. Okay, well, let's just fire up another game. No point waiting around. It's a free event. If it's ladder, I would stick around, get our free win if they got disconnected, but no point. That would have been a turn 3 Winota. I'm gonna mulligan. Let's try this. I think we lead with this. I can Amari next turn, then play out Amari. You're playing Trickery. I don't understand this. You can play any deck you want. And you're playing... whatever. Like, I don't understand how this deck's fun. You're literally just flipping a coin. None of our decisions mattered that game. Yeah, I think we need another, like, 2-drop. Okay, this hand. This hand is good. Probably Shockin' next turn for War Boss. This could be Arcanist. So here they can't Fatal Push the War Boss. Oh, they're cycling. Oh, this could be Death Shadow. Typically, you'd see this in like a Death Shadow build. Nope. Just Mardu. Okay, well. Turn 3 Winota. Okay. Let's go Angraths here. Lots of damage coming in. So the 4 cards we did whiff once. That's notable. Likely don't see as much. Turn 3 kill. Alright, that one was sweet. That one was sweet. Let's run one. Oh, you know what? Let's try cutting the Thalias. Where are you? Mirror, mirror. Draw a card. Bird Cleric, Flying Vigilance. That's kind of cool. Ooh, Mila is another interesting one. Okay, Mila's something to consider. Conspiracy Theorist, not that interested in it. Rixmati. I think like this might be the best. Honestly, like I think we cut these. We try a full 4 of these. Just gives us like more opportunity to draw. I do like Mila though. Like we haven't really had an issue finding Winotas. Let's try 1 Mila. It's a way to have a Planeswalker in the deck. Let's just see that it's saved. Cool. It's weird, like the legality of how it's saving stuff. I was actually, from Cube, I ended up drafting Mila twice, and I think it's a card post-rotation that could really have some effect. Like, getting to draw cards off targeted removal. This hand doesn't do anything. We got a Yorion. Oh, you know what? This doesn't let me cast. I'll pull my companion. Okay, World Tree. So this is probably Fires of Invention deck. Winota's the best draw that we can have, but even just going Blade Historian here is not too bad. Go Cultivate. What did we... We're pretty good at asking for the card and getting it. That's Mentor. A little unfortunate. Alright. Didn't even want to let us flip. Opponent hates fun. Opponent hates fun. See, like, with blue you could play Brainstorm, but then you're diluting your hits. Like, I feel like you need to have the density. That's going to be a no. If we had a green source, I'd keep this hand. This hand is great. We have potential turn 3 kill here. Or turn 4. It's not a Llanowar Elf. That's actually good too, because now we have a couple turns to hit land, and then we could just make a bunch of tokens. And then I can War Boss Mentor onto the Goose. Okay, land. Land 1 time. This might be like Jeskai control. Blue-white control. Cool. You have a Narset. Land. A Danto. Okay, so how much do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're 1 short, but we have a Danto afterwards. and you'd like settle the wreckage, but even then I just attack with my goblins. No Winota that game. But it turns out that War Boss into War Boss is pretty damn good. I love nothing more than blue-white just doing nothing, doing nothing. In the end, that Adonto, like outside of a land, Adonto was the best draw we could have had there. Just being able to get us ahead. We'll keep this. So I'm actually going to go this and play Ziggurat afterwards. The reason being, I want to be able to stomp if needed. Okay, they're a World Tree Gamer. We're just going to Winota next turn. Memory lapse. So they shocked in, so it's likely memory lapse. So I think we're just playing this out. It could be Growth Spiral. So we might have got like if it's Growth Spiral into Errata'd, we're in a bad spot. But I didn't want to use the food here. Okay, blink of an eye. I didn't want to use the food in case they bounced this to hand. Or like bounced it on top with memory lapse, and then I'm down, or actually I could have done that, attacked with Goose. That was probably pretty low. I'd like to see them just explore again here. I'm a little worried overcommitting, but I think I need to anyways. Okay, perfect. So opponent may be dead. Opponent is definitely dead. This deck's sweet. Let's give this one more. Okay, so I think we ran into a little bit of like a blip early on. Elves and Cavalcade having good draws, but especially against the slower decks, like folks are just not bringing interaction. Okay, so this is actually pretty good. We get to try out. I'm gonna go with this because I want as many white and red sources if we have to hardcast Blade Historian. But effectively we could go Visionary into War Boss into Winota. Come on, opponent. Come on. I don't know what's up with folks taking their sweet time with this. Fire it up again. It's a nice thing. Like I said, we don't really want to wait around if folks are going to take their time or like disconnect. We can just fire up another game. Deep. Easy keep here. This lets me do this on turn 1, this and this turn 2, this turn 3. They're a mill player. So even here, they shouldn't be able. Okay, they hit 2 good hits there. One miss. Okay, not bad. Still 6 damage. Kill him on the next turn. Like, it's pretty easy with this deck to get turn 3, 4 kills. Even with like we've missed twice. And this is like 10 games now off Winota triggers. These are our payoffs, so this is kind of a mull already, so I'm going to mull again. That sounds better. I'm going to put the goose back, I think. Savior. So I can go War Boss, or I can go Bone Crusher. I actually think that's fine, because I just stomped the Clarion Spirit here. They could have like a protection spell. Next turn I can go War Boss, or I can go Bone Crusher Giant. Let's go Bone Crusher here. This isn't going to attack well right now, because then I can go Blade Historian. Give my dudes double strike. Could see an Ember Cleave here. Ooh, okay, so they're on Winota dogs. So we'll block here. They got Kenny. Yeah. Opponent's draw just came out better. So a different build, the dog build. So we're going green. Our mana base is a little bit more painful. They get, I think overall their creatures are a little weaker. I like the acceleration we get, being able to turn 3, but we drew a lot of our payoffs that game, and instead, I think without Kenny we survive another turn. Opponent goes first. Let's try it. A little bit painful mana base, but I think this into this is pretty good. Or even just 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 2, 3, 4. Opponent goes first. Like turn 1 Llanowar Elf would be ideal. I can even keep this if the game goes late. So this is probably like either a Fires or Omnath deck. Come on. Why are you playing so slow? If they went something like Lotus Cobra, we would have. Oh my god, this player's so slow. It's an Adonto Vanguard. What is so nice about it? paid full price for it. Omnath. This game will actually be interesting to see if we are able to like deal enough damage with the Omnath. So Omnath here, now it's been errata'd to just scry as opposed to drawing a card. Doing this main phase. In case they have an effect, we get to draw a card. I guess I could have attacked first, because if they like bounced or did like a shock or something. And then I can drop Blade Historian, give everything double strike. And we're just going to keep jamming. Big chunk of life out of them here. Could be GG. Opponent just never hit their land. And like even this game, like we went 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, and pretty much got them close to death.
Let's slow this down.
They're dead either way here. I would love to draw a card, opponent.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
4 mana Teferi, not as good as 3 mana Teferi. Big chunks of life. Alright, I really like this deck. They should unban Winota. Let me do this all the time. 4 cards is fine. Alright, so we'll wrap this up. We'll play like an Omnath deck, a Fires deck. We'll kind of go through the gambit, but I think I like this version better without Thalia. I will upload this one for you. The Mila also felt pretty nice there when they do have interaction. But that's it. Naya Winota. Let me know what decks you are playing, and if you have anything cool, share it. I'll try to do as many as I can on the stream. Thanks for watching. Have a great one.